American democracy has serious problems, even before Trump. Now, there's a major constitutional crisis coming. We could go into that. Trump has changed a lot of things. He is basically a wrecker. He has no ideas about what to do, but he can wreck anything in front of him.
But if I may ask you, this is a fascinating idea, by the way, that Trump would set up a sort of parallel government, perhaps even out of Mar-a-Lago, and position that as the real government. But at the end of the day, would that constitute any sort of tangible threat to America or American democracy, given that he won't be in power? It will be a fake government it'll be a real government in his head, but essentially he's not in power anymore. But would that still constitute a threat in your view?
Well,
and if so, how?
American democracy has serious problems, even before Trump. Now, there's a major constitutional crisis coming. We could go into that. Trump has changed a lot of things. He is basically a wrecker. He has no ideas about what to do, but he can wreck anything in front of him. He's like a child put in a china shop with a hammer, destroy everything. So on the international scene, destroy the arms control regime, destroy the efforts to deal with climate change, destroy the World Health Organization, anything around, just destroy it. You deal with Iran one after another. Domestically, it's trying to maintain power for himself, and that requires two things. One, he has to satisfy his primary constituency, which is extreme wealth and corporate power.
Right.
Has to satisfy them. And that's what the legislative program is entirely, if you look at it. The tax joke, all of it, deregulation, it's all benefit the very rich and powerful. At the same time, he has to maintain the voting base.
Right.
And that requires skill. He has to be able to stand up before the crowds and say,
sure,
I love you, I'm working for you, with one hand. With the other hand, he stabs them in the back with the legislative program.
But overall,
he's managed it very skillfully.
right.
But whether he can continue it now is not clear. But the country is in very serious trouble.
If you've enjoyed the conversation that you just heard, do subscribe to our channel for much more.